woke up that day, looked at the side of the bed. Didn't know whether to give him a kiss or put the pillow back over his head. Beer can on the night table showed the kind of night they'd had. She hadn't stopped yelling at him since they got out of the cab. She went down to make coffee, try to clear her head. He came down a few ticks later, and this is what he said. She said, "God damn it, Rosemary, it was your idea for that mess. Never liked your family much, now I like the me but less. Rosemary, 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 ooh, Rosemary. Well, ooh, Rosemary, 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 God damn it, Rosemary." She never said a blessed word, she just stared at the floor. He expected the usual grief as he was walking out the door. His sister had accosted him and said he had bad cheek. My brother just kept bumming smokes and trying to borrow his money. Well, he hated them and they hated him, that was plain to see. But the only one they hated more was his sister Rosemary. He said, "God damn it, Rosemary, it was your idea from the start. Why don't you just say what the hell you want and we're together? Oh, you are Rosemary, 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 ooh, Rosemary. Wow, ooh, Rosemary, 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 God damn it, Rosemary." Enter the monitors. Never said a blessed word, she just stared at the floor. And he expected the usual grief as he was walking out the door. And she sat down and she paused, called her friend MJ. Said, "Get over here when you can, cause we're working out today. But no Zumba, no yoga, not a single plank or crunch." A minute MJ walked through the door, said, "Hey girl, where do you want to drink lunch?" She said, "God damn it, Rosemary, you've done and you've done it again. Can't you take yes for an answer? Save us all the pain." Rosemary, 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 ooh, Rosemary. Well, ooh, Rosemary, 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 God damn it, Rosemary. The Riesling and the Caesars float and then some Chardonnay. MJ looked a friend right in the eye, said, "Girl, you can't go on this way, cause you can think about the future or you can crap about the past. Sure as shit you can't do both in vino veritas." I need not tell anybody in this room that using Latin in your lyrics makes you a complete wanker. Yes, yes it does. Nobody here but us wankers. Well, Rosemary sat bolt upright and she looked her friend in the face. She said, "Oh my God, what have I done? We gotta get the hell out of this place." She went out into the street and she called him on her cell and she said, "I think I owe you an apology." Yeah, as if you couldn't tell. That's why I go first. Cause sometimes I get frustrated, sometimes I just get mad, and sometimes I just can't ask for help. That's when things go bad. Well, Rosemary sat on the line for a breath and a beat. He waited for 60 seconds and then he began to speak. He said, "God damn it, Rosemary, what's all you had to say? Our grandkids are coming over later for their mother's 40th birthday. Rosemary, 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 ooh, Rosemary. Ooh, Rosemary, 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 God damn it, Rosemary." 12 more verses now. I'm kidding. It wasn't the first time they'd had that talk, man, it sure wouldn't be the last. After 34 years on the road, man, there's always a lot of past. Well, some say love is sacred, some say love is free, and some just have to wait a little longer to find their own Rosemary. He said, "God damn it, Rosemary, it was your idea from the start. Why don't you just say what the hell you want? Are we together? Are we? Are we? Are we? Are we apart? Rosemary, 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 ooh, Rosemary. Ooh, Rosemary, 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 God damn it, Rosemary. Hey, stick around, Ginger sings in Snow Hill shit. Briscoes and Adams and Deepses and John and or Sherry all coming up. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. My name's Doug Freeman. Goodbye yourself.